Hey guys, a couple more thoughts on Operation Spiderweb, Ukraine's incredibly successful drone operation in the Russian Federation, attacking a huge proportion of Russia's strategic bombing fleet. We still don't know exactly how many of their strategic bombers were hit or their air fleet was hit. The Ukrainians are reporting, somewhere in the 30% range. We'll have to wait until that's confirmed to confirm that, obviously. But it's looking like this has been a hugely successful operation. A couple of thoughts from the Russian and American side. I'm again dismayed, um, really, at the level of sophistication or lack of sophistication in American media and media consumption around just lifting lifting reports, lifting claims, lifting metaphors that come directly from military bloggers, Russian military bloggers on Telegram, and pushing them out as instructive or helpful or true in any way. Obviously, the mill bloggers are saying this is Russia's Pearl Harbor, and that's been picked up in American media everywhere from Fox News to MSNBC and everything in between. But it's a totally ridiculous comparison. In 1941, the United States was not at war with Imperial Japan, and there was a sneak attack that initiated that conflict. That's to put Russia, the Russian Federation, in a metaphor, replacing the United States there. You can see the implicit work that metaphor is doing to make Russia look innocent in this situation when they aren't. Right? Russia started a war in Ukraine, a few years ago now, if you'll remember. So they can't possibly play the role of a non-combatant United States in sort of a Pearl Harbor metaphor. I think to translate the magnitude of this attack to an American mindset, a much better metaphor would be the Tet Offensive in Vietnam, in the Vietnam War in 1968, where a very complacent media, American media, was conveying this conflict as one that the United States was winning. The Tet Offensive happened. The North Vietnamese forces hit, coincidentally, five major sites, in South Vietnam, similar to the five sites that were hit during the spiderweb attack a few days ago. And the reportage around that, it kind of punctured the rhetorical bubble that Americans were living in, to show that this conflict was not close to being resolved and that the North Vietnamese were not close to giving up. So I think it's important we push back on these metaphors. First of all, just that they're bad metaphors, that they don't make a lot of sense, but also be cautious of what we're consuming just directly from a Russian propaganda source like mill bloggers on Telegram. Thanks. Have a good one.